Lesson 1, place value in whole numbers. So, place value is the position of a digit in a number, and it tells us how much that digit is worth. This is called place value. So, looking in front of us, we have a place value chart. And on this place value chart, it has 6 different columns. All right. It starts with hundred thousands, 10,000s, thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. So let's look at this place value chart. So here you see digits in each of the columns. So where the digit is tells us how much that digit is worth, what the place value is. So let's start here at the thousands. All right. Now let's look at this digit 3. Now the digit is a 3, but it's in the thousands column. Therefore, there are 3,000s or 3,000. The value of that 3 is 3,000 because it's in the thousands column. Same thing, let's look over here at the tens column. Now again, we have the same digit, the digit 3, 3, 3. This time, however, the 3 is in the tens column. So because the 3 is in the tens column, the value of that digit is 30. So again, the value of a digit depends on where it is in the place value chart and which column it's in. Now, what is the relationship between these values? Well, all right, first, let's look at the thousands and the hundreds. Again, let's look at these digits. This 3 right here, because it's in the thousands column, is worth 3,000. And this 3 in the hundreds column is worth 300. So, what is the relationship between these two? Well, each place has 10 times the value of the place to its right. So, if we look at this 3,000 is 10 times greater than 300. It's one spot to the left. Just like if we went another spot to the left over here, we see this 3 here. Again, it's still the digit 3, but this value is now 30,000. And since it's one spot to the left, 30,000 is 10 times greater than 3,000. Or let's go all the way back to our hundreds again. This hundreds here, and let's look at our 300 here and our 30,000 here. Now, since this 30,000 is 2 spots to the left of the hundreds, that means its value is 100 times greater. So every time you move one spot to the left, you're increasing by 10. It is 10 times greater than the spot to the right. You can also look at these relationships in the opposite way. Again, let's look at our 3,000. Now, 3,000, if I move one spot to the right, again, that's 300. So you could either say that 3,000 is 10 times greater than 300, or the other way of looking at it is that 300 is 1/10 the value of 3,000 because you moved once to the right. Let's move to the right another time. Let's look at this tens here. Again, 3 is in the tens column, so that's value is 30. Since we moved one spot to the right, again, 30 is 1/10 the value of 300. So it depends on how you look at it. You could either look at it as going to the left and increasing by 10. Every spot to the left is 10 times greater than the spot to the right, or look at it the other way. Every spot to the right is 1/10 the value of the space to the left. Let's look at an example problem. Here it says Newfoundland has an area of 42,031 square miles. The island of Bylot has an area of 4,273 square miles. How does the value of 4 and 4,273 compare to the value of 4 and 42,031? So let's look at the values of these two fours. Again, the digit's the same. They're both 4, but their values are different. Look at the 4 here in the first number, 42,031. Well, the 4 is in the 40,000 spot. Sorry, the 4 is in the 10,000 spot. So what's the value of this 4? Well, since it's in the 10,000 spot, the value is 40,000. Now, let's look at the other 4. Here, the digit 4 is in the thousand spot. Therefore, the value of this 4 is 4,000. So again, the digit's the same, but the values are different. So how do they compare? Well, you could either say that 40,000 is 10 times greater than 4,000, or 4,000 is 1/10 the value of 40,000. Again, they're the same thing. It just depends on how you're looking at it or how the question is phrased. Let's look at one more example. So here it says the highest elevation in Michigan is 1,979 feet at Mount Arvon. The lowest point in Michigan is 571 feet in Lake Erie. Which sentence about the value of 1 is true? So again, let's look at the value of this digit 1. Looking at the first number, 1,979, the 1 is in the thousand spot. Since the 1 is in the thousand spot, the value is 1,000. Looking at the second number, 571, the 1 is in the 1 spot. Therefore, the value of this 1 is just 1. So, what is the relationship between these two numbers? Well, 1,000 is 1,000 times greater than 1. Therefore, your answer would be D. The 1 in 1,979 is 1,000 times greater than the 1 in 571.